1992 edu de eden no na over 30 years but na original campaign platform so air campaign it is a year mathematician na ohwe 92 ebe to 2022 na Kwabena Japan ewo 30 years 1992 a it tells you say 2022 Kwabena Japan ewo 60 years it Kwabena Japan 60 years na ho and they also were in it no or the some bebre atodwa. Don't forget say why presidential press secretary Mampeniko for 6 good years why general secretary for the party MPP and a lot of positions. Why a very intelligent engineer ya wabo adwuma pa na Kwabena Japan say mo de tutudwa no emu ba akone say Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and economic management team Mampeniko for dum pia omo sinchen na ompetim foforo fi say na team no no one and my economy no kwa na ekofom by because of X&P and a Fitch downgrading our de Ghana free B- e de CC plus just economy no near ekofom TSA na near your friend no investor confidence na ekofom na your foreign reserve depreciate no pay you be di nkomo with economy and penifo ma bin wo economics in sense more exclusively na ye bisa ne nsusuanso de ma omai na yahwe Kwabena Japan de nsem bebre etodwa o say he is wondering say penifo bia na nado danko akufo ado am party position and now am appointment wona ban mu say womo enya dwuma emu aban no omo ye MPP fo ankasa obeso won polling station kura bi mu hyase any constituency kura bi no free ni ade because omo ni party no at heart and omo ni Ghana so at heart as omo pepe sika and omo pegu omotom. Kwabena Japan spoke for at about 1 hour to and a lot of issues came up and pay ye be di nkomo bebre na ya bobobo so na ya hwe and saba kese me nsɛn na ya ji wadwen kyerɛ o Facebook obetimi akɔ Kessben TV na odo wadwen kyerɛ no aba on Facebook and na WhatsApp number no 0550596929 0550596929 0550596929. This is Kessben Amansan Ntie Pennyfa Drain na ya come say we are live at DSTV channel DSTV channel 364 obetimi ahwe wo ho and na Go TV channel 173 obetimi ahwe wo ho and na Facebook Kessben TV on Facebook and na Kessben 92.9 from Tiwa Studio Kessben 93.3 and Aneboatin Studio Kumase and Nkran and Wiase Babia and na Odeji Box and Satellite TV ne so obetimi ahwe ameko be around about na me kodi nkomo kakra emisa se Edru so health work no say ne honsem sete good morning.
Good morning, Bamaba.
But I am say magazine your friend Wampusco, but who did part say?
You're from Clement and Poma.
Okay, Clement and Poma, do not have friend or Ampusco and live no. And but I'm Facebook no, obetimi akọ Facebook na wako share photographs and I'm for you yan central for grounds or edema no. Baby a omo gina total filling station e wo be kwa around about to ho and obehu so omo share t-shirt a draw so health work no. Mama ni Mr. Ampoma to anko mo so. Mr. Ampoma na mu wa hen sesi a
we walk back around about total police station any pay.
Okay, nti mo Facebook no me hu say abantie ba ko wa penti ne ho mbajo wa penti ne ho a mbajo de wa penti ne ho ye hwan no na de na wa church agu ne ho no na wo
abantie bi ofri ono ofri takrade ne bae straight to takrade from takrade.
Okay, nti oba said me si ni so wa penti ne ho no de be kire mo na oba dey na penti no de na wa church agu ne ho
bini de adru so yenim no fitete Pasha utie me
yeah to nkapa you are live on Kessben
bini bidi adru so yenim no fitete.
Okay, enti say mete wase ya Mr. Ampoma na ekirese sese ya ne mo kasa de mu gina be kwa around about ho
me Pasha pepe
enti Madam Ntio no ende no enhyehyɛ ne tesen
enhyehyɛ ne sɛ ye free ha ye be fa kofa gadgetia ya fa kofa dum street ni mo straight stadium ye last and the honor yes stadium
edi dia pote na nemo ye
ene ye bibia kira santima ne Ghana sɛ Alan wasom party na che ebre we si ebre adu no so enti onsi from 10 omra onsi from yemedi nechi onsi from 10 no omra yemedi nechi federalship no deɛ yɛde ma no asantuma yɛpɛ 80% wɔ ha ɛnɛ na meka kyerɛw ɛnɛ yɛpɛ 80% na ama alankɔdwe kyerɛmase wɔ ha yɛayɛ deɛ no no Ghana ma nso deɛ no no yɛpɛ 80% ɛna ama no yɛbotaa nyinaa ne sɛ alan bɛsi fam wɔaba bɛsom ɔman Ghana
sɛ woka sɛ wobɛsi fam a ɛne sɛ minister na wokura de berɛ no ɔnyan
nti hɔ na ɛwɔ kyɛ ɔresign fɔmmra na federalship no ntuo mmirika mmra tɛntɛntɛntɛntɛ na ɔmɛsom ɔmɛyɛ adwuma no na berɛ no deɛ berɛ wei yɛ ne berɛ ɛberɛ no yɛ ne berɛ ɛberɛ no
Nti Alan supporters mo ka kyerɛ ne sɛ on resign as trade minister na
ɛno deɛ nyinaa yɛasoma yɛka no ɔkyɛ koraa ɔbakora ko wɔkyɛ ɔnsi pɔm tɛntɛm no ɔmmra yɛnni n'akyi yɛmɛyɛ campaign mu ɔden yɛsi yɛpɛ 80% to Ashanti region yɛnni agorɔ yɛnni abere
na mezampoma Enra the national organizer of MPP Henry Nana Boache lawyer ede betu dwa se party no e won hyehyeye ya etitafo no ehyemo ene nipa owo enisoade hunu se obedi party nanim bia no emra wo ho yenya mie nomination yenya mie kwanya enti na nkasa ya kire amo ye no e wo se mo twesensen badasa mo bu party mra so
ohema me pa to we etiawa adie we ya ye em se be 7 months me se adie we enti nye break ye we ya edu abe 2 days a na bre na so no na so no Ghana na bo se oni a na bi no oni a enti wa tibi bia from problem si ye hye nyoma bi sei e de ma la ntamasen but ye de obo ye mpedifo ye ntimi bu omo ni tia se mbom de ye ka ne se ye bi kwa mi tuwe se se na me ye ba akokora enti sa de we se de se ma me bima no fe no enti ya na anti dia tra santema na bi ko Ghana nyina se Alan ene ye pe no party no Alan ye fe no ono ne ye pe se ye ba ne bedi party no ye de ni obi ani asa ana yesu so ye ba ha nyina nyame anim ni se de obi a comfort no ho bre no ho asi ati se papa police for ha oh minia yesu a security for bi bia kama enti nya dia na bi bia be se Ghana anasa asanteman en mo nyam kura enti o dia waka
ade a party mpanifo ede to dwa no omo kan se
ebre ni sa ebre na omo kan ya na
bacho me be omo say se wa wani swade hunu se obetu franka na obekura franka ama party no se oye nhweha ma watitafo ye niema bi a ebedi dimbone ama party no a onso so asotwe betimi akwa ma na mo ye anatramatin ya we na se koba se party no eteki action bi tia no a mo be fa ne se look as if say
Akuoko emre bia di ho sin say regional chairman be kwa kwogina ba bi say ya di party baby ba ayati ko ma mi ko ma sore regional chairman ko jawa ka say yemfa vice president na emre bi di no bi busa ono ko de wa sa be sampre nan emre bi di no ye de ma ha se bebu party mre bia so ye fi ye ne ye sore ne de atre Ghana ma santime sore de atre Ghana ma say party no afedie ala chamati me for party no adu no so ya ma se be kontokwa ye nu obi ani ase
Anti jobs for the people, cash for the people.
Jobs for the people.
Me t-shirt back ko share abrante ne back ko. But mo mo Facebook no obetimi join here now. E wo Kessben TV on Facebook na wa share images and now pictures e free ground so e ba no. And share videos ni bi so e be ba no ma share. Anti me ho abrante back ko a o share na jobs for the people, cash for the people. Me zampama me ho zaka blue bi si ho on Facebook. Enkofo CC from hwan no na mo ba se wo mo a omo be ye sa health work yi
patro on se kuma se so Asante region so e bia friends so for ba e bia man for ba o e bi so ana be kwai for ba enti so wu bi bita nya bia ya say Asante region e krona bemben obi e ba ta na tie wu ya nya bia
Eti mo hwe nipa dodo be se ni mene.
Oh, any day I want about me to mention because program where she say and you may be a course of Kran and what about Patinamenti didn't give a because I am man by a set. And my son in your man, I'm saying Kobara. But me, and then to say, Papa, I organize in a year. I give you a bit into a week never. I paid him a amount for the people. Ever. It will be a by a ready for him, I need a meeting by a ready for him.
I see. But also, public gathering, no, yeah, now I was someone security for a arrangement. But you're posting for presence, any arrangement.
Oh, buy a crowd, cry, and yet. And Tiamawa has agreed to Mukra, crown, yes, I want to follow how almost buy and fat. Baby come a young nag, baby come a young nag, which you may stop because Messiah check. And I had work may stop papa. And to be dear with you.
Okay, Muhammad Johnny or Facebook, no, you show images in from the car runabout. A draw so health work. Now, but I mean, you know why a draw so? I say anything.
A draw so. Party the same hour did you? Where do you be the car? Yeah, president or TOA. And maybe do ya 207 your call, Legon. Or see, Alan, the straw me call you and son away there, walk. And see where do you do so that you never make home. And she said that I was so party in this watch. Party was so much a white yard here. What bread? The dear home, this time around here. Alan, I do so. Or Boris said, I will not know. Or Bonnie, I do so. When nobody sent me and young can't deal with ya. So, what's Unyad? So, him that.
Major Yamoye, Alan Chamate, I endorse so.
Me bacho anymore. And I organize it. And yeah, I deal with the trust and mine and Ghana myself.
Momo na mane.
Oh, open ye. I know my fan on Chihuahua. I may keep ye, Allah would move it. Yay. But, Mammy Cousin Joe, I don't forget this carrying your money, my background. I want. But because you're the medicine of a corporate t-shirt. But because you say.
And this is Land Becassa on Somamo, until the Maya near cost 90. Edmund Maya, Mobecan say.
I can't quit Mammy Cousin Joe. Yes, they say I would wait. The Uncle and your papa, Kessben from her. Meaning, sir, I'm not Pabacassi movie. Meaning, Pabacassi Papa, Papa, where you are my papa. Where you are my papa, your Fabersi. Now, you will feel so, where they are missing a car.
Now, I want to bag of Bob much, you know. I just be a money commerce or move through a buy. Almost free him because I'm sure Facebook.
Medium enemy so that's why. Mampo, and the people hunt them, the people do have a fight. Obizo Babe 2 for the bathroom, and you are one each year. I branch who took a bag of Kessben, they said, I'll be fashion. Yeah, the Baba. They said, I find any panel. I said, any panel.
I'm bagging a bob or much, you know.
Sanity.
I see. And the boss is saying I'm the actually panel.
The Batos,
Basses the door saying I'm the mobilization.
We are buses bad, Sandy. About Akuoko was scheduled. About Akuoko Kwarteng last destination.
And but more Facebook, yes, videos in Ubina. Any panel also no. I see. Nti bakwa runabout specifically to Shell filling station ho and mo share images ni bi ewo TV ne so no nti but mo Facebook no mo share bi ewo ho na mo say how to work nti activities be na be involve ene
me pa cho say
mo say how to work na mo ye nti mo nante keke ana mo activity bi a
ye nante no na ne e kan sam chairman for da na tie half work, but yeah, Nancy, your message in an year tone. And I could just say my message in 1 year tone.
I see. Eddie Mutisha Sidibina making kind inscription, no, or say the tradition goes on. A drew Neso, Alan Trematian, Echo, Team Alan Group, and the Kakaho. Anti and Metro Mass buses, you know, and buses green ones, you know, the man say, Nipa, Edu Mobano. And you must about Chebi at the right time now, Yababashe. Why? But in a no bidding come out, yeah, that's a part. Well, until over me join live Facebook, your call ground so ebi na mo share Kessben TV so Kessben mutie bi Kessben 93.3 92.9 but mo Facebook no Kessben TV on Facebook wo benya bi ahwe ho enti we supporters wo mo kire se Edru Alan Kojo Trematin so na omo ye health work Kumase bekwa run about na baby a o share wo TV ne so no ho no mo adre abo no so pa usima adre no and 9 this is Kessben 92.9 Kessben 93.3 and na Facebook nti ye bekwa mpipimpen for ho na ya share reactions wo mo edebeba seated already Mr. Thomas Kusibuafo CEO Edema Public Sector Reform. Yeshua ni Musa Professor Kwaku Mensa Mauton so be join anopay na enkomo a yede to pron so no ya bobo bia. Kwabra Japan edin sembebre etodwa enra na yentie kakra.
Questions. I've gone through quite a lot of research in the banking, this cleanup. As at the end of 2016, now the things were very bad. And we have to admit that things were very bad in the banking sector. Of course, if you blame the NDC government for that, fine. But they've been out of office for 6 years now. And we should take action. Now, the amount of money that the finance ministry is claiming that was used for the banking cleanup, let's do some mathematics here. The 8 banks that went down, I think the composition of their deposits near 12% of the overall deposit in the country. And here, engineers always calculations that sometimes it will be a friendly safety factor. Okay. Assume that these banks were not reporting correctly because it's bad reporting and a causal collapse of the banks, although we're not being honest. Now, man, factor of safety cry 2 multiplied by 2, so okay. 24%. Some of them they didn't report on the BSC. You fancy 24% cry. How come that we can use 25 billion, which is about 55% of that deposit? Because as at the end of, according to Pricewaterhouse and KPMG reports, it was 45 billion, the total interest holdings, not the total assets, 65 or something, but the holdings, deposits, was 45 billion. So even if a lot of it is impaired, it could not have been more than 10 billion. And if you talk to some of the experts in the banking industry, in the economy, they think that we shouldn't have spent more than 10 billion in cleaning up, because the banks were saying that if you gave them liquidity support of maybe 8-9 billion, they could have stayed on their feet, have kept the job, then depositors would not be under threat.
And to go to Japan, some no, you better boss one pay. Na key issues no say Mampeni Emma economic management team. I will use to say no tenant. Na omo performance nye nti nia econo public confidence ene investor confidence war economy ni mu no ai bibia ho nti oma ne ntranchen na bibia nko in fact obo alaji Dr. Mahmoud Bomi akradin say one ne nkofo nyina omo ntranchen I say he's wondering if some appointees omo ya Mampeni Akufo-Addo appointees no omo ya MPP former pa ana omo constituency kuro mo fe because o hwe bi no so ban a party no ni omo akomam and Ghana na so ni wo makobam on be peska nti kodofro me na wo matiese so wo mo area be di nkomo kakra anopai na ebio o se Mampeni Ntie ase se obi oba criticize na ban so onya reshafu bia no nka so opeke no free atadwuma as finance minister na ya dembom kodwompiani aka ono so aka enra na o eleta aka Mampeni da John Dramani Mahama aka Ezedun Keti aka Ovusuambofo aka embanifo Ghana nyina eka sentiment koba so no Mampeni nkoa de na right nti du ba bia Mampeni Ntie ne Ghana fo binum eka no Mr. Bafo anopai me moate na bibia eka ma de na me ma prof nso akwa prof but good morning.
Thank you sir, good morning.
Na bibia fine yo Mr. Bafo me shall say wo ho MPP Alan Trematin health work directive of free party national executive so by say wo munyai na betime de twitwitwi aba nrai ne nana boache nana bi edi nkomo wa ha but do te supporters na almost yo omo de omo yo ma de going for 2024 elections, going to 2024 MPP party internal issues, how national executive betime handle na enkofa mateme ho bia mem na ombetimi akabom with fairness na ombetimi akọ share NDC and other political parties 2024 if is a party or power no and mpempi omtade power no ekoche opposition party the conduct of party activity party supporters ba miti okakra on that
yo me da se na me chiatiefo ene o ma ehwe
Kessben
e wo me say political party institution yete na ye de pray to me.
Now, your microphone bell, no cacramame. But the melpa.
Yes, yet a political party say ye de pre to me.
Kessben.
Near be do of mine so. Near the Nimudia, and then she abeto Ghana for one more tear, one more to Abama enya, be implemented. Ama a canco Abama or mine. Na party bia disunity, it won't be no or core power or best survival or power. The Miribiano, and Sana ube including no bebano. One more tea party, one more me fan say, one more mainstream party supporters. Yeah, normally a friend or more floating voters. Any empo, one more and one more be pre. Amanyo semu, ya one more so atete one more party no. Ya ne Miribiano, eye DNA. One more share the party bia It will many who na moment ombe who say unity abe musrom kono na party ne yakono. Ye wo mainstream parties and ye won ketenkete a ekeka ho no. Ketenkete ne de honestly ebi akoko me ne o lifetime kura de wo betimi ehu so muntimi ma power. No omo ye de ko support the two leading parties no. Depending upon adwuma wo be nkuma na ewo wo mu a ye to aba bia 1%, 0. Ebia 0.001% wo mu nyinya ne nyina no. Wo mu hwe the leading political parties no a obu betimi anya tumi no. Eti wo a wo de akono no no wo de no ho abebon abedomo. Eti sese de esi fe namfo. Eti party bi wo ho a eye namfofa. Iti mire bia no o pre to me pa di hia ba kopa unity ya e wo se e ba party no.
Okay.
Number 1. Entisa wa ban no kura no wunya to me no a basa betimi ayedai e betimi asim.
Okay.
2008 ya na MPP pre to me a we did say na former president J Kufuor Media tum se na ne mraso no apere ebia eba ya ye nyina ye hu ye no amwa party no ema leading members bi kura ka se wonu majai party no what you say mimi kusibu afo metei na numu to so wajai party no achire wasamasanaba wo ye ne sa pa what create a lot of apprehension.
Okay.
What disappointed followers? No? Very discerning followers. What disappointed one? Sanity.
Okay.
And our followers did be a horn more. Hey, Oton Segu Okra na Bodura or Bebiguasia. Would you post a beer a tremu boho? Na Ton Segu, na mere monium, Udrasi or Bessa. No, we ain't what Brand Busa said. Now, why could I know? It's the party, no, Obeba power when it ya, Ubeku position when it ya.
Okay.
And now, MPP, Ashisha Battle, no, me fan say, I cut 2 headers, no, my way. Me and Sandy. Oma fam be me ensem
Baby omadru so na dem pa
baby omadru no kra de se nye executives ni mpanimfo bia wo mo ye very resolute baby ya dru na emre.
Okay.
Yeah, wo mo ye very resolute baby ya dru na emre. Constituencies regional level wo ma wie police station constituency level wo say the city no aba regional ya ma wie national metumi aka say 80 to 90% of the work is finished. 2 layers no aka no are very matured layers. Dobekwa Kojina as parliamentary candidate and it will be as presidential candidates. These are two matured class. What party more omote and samase. Entina uhu say regional kura na chairman for bi timi ka bom say ye support way one say the city no na constituency so yan so ye support way constituency chairman for na omo koto a omo to regional de no constituency chairman for bi ba ya ye support chairman way say region way won na enwe ne omo to region no so wie ye no chairman for bi ka bom say national de no say no omo pe afa eto atwa afa na aduru national no wa hu na nabi. A very young man and very matured. What was his statement? What was General Secretary? A very young man and very matured. What you say? What was Ora Stephen Ntie? Very matured and actually an impeccable when it comes to that level. And one committee was and I don't think they will ever do that.
Okay.
Eti ebubo kwe nyine on say by now. One more perceive say what be a woman pick the form so crack compete say flag bearership. No, they are all majority of them are part of the government. Me who baby I say Alan akobetire who say wo committee baby akoye baby ya man for ka no. Sanso na me hu owura free yakoto Dr. Free Yakoto. Me hu no baby sa o ma ye mo kekeka no. Se odikuo bi anim.
Kessben.
Ebien kakren na be sumina so eja na ehihye eti we no omo ye no de beboa MPP ne say national leadership must remain resolute matie wo mo nkomatie tie they will never commit themselves like that. They are very matured baby edro no say no Ekuobie peja no ho a omo test how resolute the national leadership is. Omo test it.
Okay.
Because omo suspecting crofobia wo mu say e bia we camp. So they are testing waters.
Okay.
You pussy wo ni e hwa.
Ebi no omo kan. Omo say chama untumi. Eko gina ho say ba omia na de ne kono.
Chama untumi is at regional level. Wa committee wa regional level.
Ba jome ba. Omo so chama untumi kok say ba omia na de ne kono. Omo anhu action bia from the national executive say omo ye ni say and omo ye bibinti no. Omo so omo work omo so normal to them.
Oh, as for the work, I don't think say obi akwa catch omo say omo work. Anybody at all can work.
Na bi kan enra so omo.
Yes, and to no why issue that statement no. Echere say
Kessben.
Echere say enye national and a sanction that work.
National. I said okay, yeah, okay.
And a sanction that work.
Okay.
What you say? Enti no obetima nantia bosome. Enye national. You can even walk around the entire nation. At a tarka who at created walk north, net walk or western region, net waba eastern, net waba in the Amansan region, and in Namcro from Naquaco Pia Mayanka, not in the Musa, Wabe Pia Masanti Achimesua. We are with the Atwas Wakokabe. What was the city?
Okay.
I know you obey me, I yet there be a woman you crowd bedding. I know crab a ton party, no, what the upper send MPP. Now, even wearing MPP t shirt, yen tell who, and to a mom who did be no. Munsha ntade no bi mfemfem.
Okay.
Munsha bi nante. What you say? What you also require 7 days ni nyina betimi apama hye t-shirt no of all kinds. You betimi ahye na ton party no fako dwom, fako ayie. What you say? Fako asori mpo. What you say na fako nkrabusom. Baby abenya bia hye fada, hye na fada. Football games, hye na fako ho. Baby sheko. This is the time. Now get to a bakery yenya national ya yekoi. Me aya me fese wo ma shenta de no e de nam kumase.
Yeah.
Fekwa. On say wo hu ye no. Now you can see the spirit. What you say?
Yeah.
And we want
But
such more things to happen. A lot of this to happen.
More TV home any Facebook no Kessben TV obet me share. You show videos no be any activities e course no be e wo be kwa around about right now. To bet me akọ Facebook Kessben TV no ahwe be.
E bet me kura ba say aba no kura ye to e bi okura on to be. Obi okọ work bi kura on to be.
Okay.
On to be. What you say? Yes. Enti ne ya bai ubeduru ba bi kaye ye ya wo mu wi a wo mu bakra mepe. Wo mu meye work no.
Okay. Munko all the 16 regions.
Wo mu all the 16 regions.
Kessben.
They can mention any name.
Okay.
Ko mu ye kura e bia nko mo support other camp bi so ye obo de western region.
Okay.
Ne ka dipa be se nwotwe no obi ye ne de wo ba bi.
Okay.
Then the whole country is galvanized. What you say? Na fei wo mu hu sampa MPP wo krom. Wo say the city. Eti we no your friend MPP wo krom. But critical warning is mumma will be en kasentia will be. And I like the way the only the kasa and wakaye.
Okay.
One kasentia will be say obi aye the wakaye and say chema want to be kaso support to be national no anya punishment be because I'm in person ko be mention this as well say
but no national no friend no.
Yes, almost friend. I so on one say omo anya re sa no work. Bigini say bia nko obo ye ni bibia ko person che say chema want to be kura no ya ma na resign. Say na Ghana e ka say ye bibia
ya suspending.
Ya suspending no. So I'm say say na Ghana e ka say ye bibia sa na tie. Enti as a matter of fact e good say Akuoko sa ne beba but ye make sure say e ye maame ba ko pe e ye mu ba. What you say?
Okay.
Ye kura ye maame no mo e wo ho no ye wo de ono ne ka ye maame ye wo de me no mo ka asumsem. Enkoma me ni e bedi no ne no bi na me ni bi bedi. Miami wo mi chocho mucho even Jesus Christ e wo ni chocho mucho.
Okay.
Your friend wo mo do wo mo fro be poro so no agyanka ya no wase e.
Kessben.
Wo mo koy wo mo si masa me enka ha wo di da bi emre no nso yi. What you say? Etimi ya me de. Se ka ye din sa na koy se MPP spirit no kofom bi sei na ye we but se be ye bia no mumu obi nkasentia ne yonko because nipa wo mu bo wo mu din so wo mu no wo represent wo mu no they are mature politicians wo mu nim de they will not do that say bia kokasem no obi anso suma obi so kokasantia obi enti ya hwehwe ye kasem yiye we no obe no opposition bi obi anade be contest no etenchen no wo choro niema wa ho pre too much ubonsa wa no apetrel no akoka asem bi wo ka asem ni wia ebi kura no a wo san akofa back abeya na ye den wantwi ubonsa fe kura wo de akekere wo entu de July mu sa onso wo se wasa won sa what you say me fifile nte no na wo him ni handkerchief
for the omo ye in politics maybe are possible.
Yes.
ABC wo Nigeria.
Yes.
Uhwe Mampeni Goodluck Jonathan.
Yes.
And now no opposition for cra political party and any rival party. Eko far forms ma no. Say o me contest and or reject. Uhwe Kenya elections up to now results untimi ma ya. Between Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga omo edu baby na nyasam ketwa. But prior to election Ruto no ye vice president edema Uhuru Kenyatta no ono mom no ne president na nya problem ama say Raila Odinga ne mom ene Kenyatta ena ekobom ena Ruto no ejina ne baby utie nkomodi ya ne supporters no di na omo se ala nim de omo ye no hwe omo ana ye ama no una mebi se one se o endorse ye se chino beka so oni hu bibia so u de eba political ye bibia possible uhunu say alanchamate as a person no na omo ye dey na obetimi afa.
Oh well, what do you be kan say we gidi say on say there na obi ka say onsi form. Omo hwe.
Omo so on resign na omra na omo di na chino contest.
Me say alanchamate ye mature politician.
Okay.
Kessben.
Stage no we draw in politics no. Very few individuals in the betimi ayedai adru ho. You recognize no MPP political party. Empo baby wadru wa nkwani mu kura bie mu ani din pepa. Mimi kusibu afokura nkwani mu bie mu a mi din pepa. So what me dey na say.
Okay.
Yes. Eti edru say no a ubenya nkrofobia ebi kura no awa wo de wo mpeu said the oka so obi kofa form de ma obi a so wo mpe no saa ne ma ni nyina beba na eba mu no mature politician de onum kwan yo fa so and handle no
okay
eduru say no omo so dey test pulse na hwese whether indeed you are 100% sure say obeba na enti behind the scenes so no e be a telephone calls bi nso so e koso what you see here omo dey test here politics ya dey test wo me ngrofobia kotetare me am ba necessary me call MP makotete atoagu what you see here what you see here ya wo mu hunu ayi o edanu me na me kotete ye o mo tare ko na me tete
e consensus be
consensus ni o mo ani bete me tete do ano na fe o mo be hwese anahwa na ye adwuma a o tete no ba ye ne a wa no papa no ene wo mpe wa hu se de esitie no eti politics ye nunu ye nunu ene obi okra onokra nye na adwen obi be sa akwa na de ayedai asan ya ba eti media de meka ni se Mr. Lanchre Martin say mature politician I think say on committee no blindly sa leadership opa upezo ye leader ye mpre ye ho say chinchina me ko dampo me ho oti ase we very very desperate ya wan hwe ye nkrofo no kura be reject we nu ti no ye hwe niema nu mu na MPP said ye wo hwe national ayi said o msi to aba no fa ye no na MPP delegates are very much matured. What you say?
Yeah.
Ya wo mo to aba wo munim. Me de wo mo aye no. Eye me de se wo mo yes.
Okay.
Mimi kusibuafo. I know who will be the flag bearer. Okay. But I won't tell anybody.
Okay.
Enti what you say? Mimi kusibuafo nim. Sani ma we nyina beba.
Eno de ma akroye de. Eden na hu ye.
Oh, say me nyenne kusibuafo. What you say? Me nyenne kusibuafo.
MPP delegate o munya predictable.
Me say me nyenne kusibuafo.
Okay.
What you say? MPC bebre ebi betete ahwe. Minim me nyenne kusibuafo.
Okay.
Yes. Wo mu nyina de beye to bring sanctity into the political party.
Kessben.
And this must happen. What you say? Na wo beba hweyie no ankoka asem bi a akire wo ka se wo be correction e be ye de amawo politics a strategy it a key dimension a certain form.
Okay.
What you say?
Mr. Wabo how a pointer I will see din komoni.
Yes.
MPs bebre betete ahwe.
Me see be betete ahwe.
What is the problem?
Me see e be betete ahwe. They themselves you know. They themselves me say for sanctity to prevail. Now, what was said the
sanctity in terms of
sanctity? They say, a basa hula balu in position. Ya yes say ni nyirebe fliwo, and you see revival of the spirit of Dankwabuzia Dombo tradition at that level.
Okay.
Yeah, and minimum say obi a war force no ho clandestinely. See ya de nakwako ya kukuru na soa constituency bi no. Yeah, Daniel chiwade e bo man no. Menyi ni se bibesi biem mudi amuti ha mo amu behu se wo mo to mo amu behu se wo kan ebi nsi biem no wo mo be wie no emu be da foton ebe kukuru saa na Daniel brechi ntokwa
okay
afa ebe wie no wonoa wo mo ebe ye saa no kura be diatum be diatum
se MP se o ma mo homoden
menkaso wa mo homoden ebi nso nko honestly there are people who have told me they won't go.
Okay.
Yes. I've asked them and they told me they won't go.
Okay.
What you say? And no so do so no one so free why? And no so den sakraye baby beba.
Okay.
What you say?
Yeah.
And no so free why den sakraye baby beba. Honestly, last week na me wo Akwatia. I went there and I decided to listen to people including NDC people. Now person me why NDC is winning that place. NDC ni ene chere me o de me ko e fa busawe am say yes nam ko busa wo mo mi busa wo mo mehu it will be very easy for MPP to get back equity this time. It will be very
I'm say a problem, Ben.
I know the main country. Me am the better party no any. Nyambo e chira mesa ko repeat the same thing. E chira no pa mesa ko obi. Na masa ko say e berry e.
Ba de na ye nim, de na ye nim. Yen for de na ye nim ni say. Edu point na constituency no e pe amase. A okutu ba bejama. But in court omo chere say national women organizer kejemfu a e ma ni nua bi o lawyer. Omo ko force no ko impose no omo so akotia ho na amase ya obetu baba jama ho baba jama abadi seat ni mo omo no omo ye ne se ne amanko it is amanko de ne e be kogo de enkoko 19 na seat ni ko di ndisi ho.
Yes, say be a disagreement but we can also agree a nipa a institution who has not learned a lesson in MPP now, who has not learned a lesson. Why pa na nadwene mu da ho e won PP mu a won sua bibin free 2020 DC yenu.
Kessben.
Who has not learned a lesson? What is happening in parliament? Who has not learned a lesson? MPP need power, a mature person. Ya ye MPP or pay MPP can call near be break 8 no. Wo masu nyansa papa. Never mind what other chairmen and whatever they are doing here and there. There are people you can't stop them talking all the time. A time will come, your talking will be irrelevant to some people in the MPP. We must take one decision.
Just a bit more MPP more. Ombekasa.
What they want kasa?
Omokasa na hu
here. Hu here. Obi akura mfa.
Ombekasa egukwa.
Ombekasa egukwa.
This one no me chairman for mu.
That way your chairman you one vote.
Okay.
You don't have more than one vote. What you say?
Who be one MPP more omo kasa sa say?
What dey me say e bi wo omo anim. A time will come they will stop talking. They will be told to stop talking and they will do so. They do so how they will be hu. Na me say free work on. Ye nyina ebe hu say MPP no ejina abrane. Breaking the 8 must be a deliberate strategy and program to clinch the deal. And yet something that has already been given. You can't pick it on a silver platter. What you say?
Okay.
You cannot be flattered by anybody. I just say, we soon breaking the 8. She said, dear, we could soon fidie wo yure mu apaboa. And I said, dear, wako to ni aboba. I could tell you them. Sabua wenti me da mada. What you say? Me papa na nkantie bi be we na be. Ya no marry to kro no abe fifim. No what horse sa. And I don't know your that a whole night. Na ya pome tuo no obi ana.
No try grantie.
Akante ni tiribe say wo mo frɛ no for mine. Oduru wa na po. O da borisa no mada ya say. Breaking the 8 there yen na o. Yen kasa enye nipa ni nyina na wo say bo wa.
Ezo obetime kuma grantie for mine na.
Obetime kun for mine no a deliberate strategy.
Okay, Mr. Kuziba, thank you very much. Mr. Bahobio. I've been joining a high Kessben television, so I bought non swamp ausima edu number ko Amansan Ntie penny fadring. Oh, share live. DSTV channel 364, Go TV channel 173, and what me joining and so Facebook on Kessben TV and Kessben 92.9 Tiwa Studio. Kessben 93.3 and Boatin Studio and television so say a digiboxer sure Kessben TV and our TV no satellite so I know so Kessben TV we are all over the world and Ghana baby Amansan Ntie mpeni fadre djumedie me di kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng obetimi afrem honorable and anopeya sinkonwa ye ne Professor Kwaku Mensa Mauto Moyedin Graduate Studies Department University of Professional Studies and afei Mr. Thomas Kusibuafo CEO Public Sector Reform and yesin kodwa no pay e Kessben sway messages ahodo a mode eba no WhatsApp message no obetimi dia 0550 596929 and SMS and test line no and so 0550 567929 meko prof so enche but some of the messages are about Facebook tiawa na meko prof so kodwa sampa furniture so MPP also I'm enjoying this powerful morning show from Kodwa Sempa Furniture Works ewa dum kumase Kodwa yadase Oibo Boaten ewo nebehi was MPP is a party of rule of law, so people should follow the directive of the national executive. The so-called rule so for Alan work is needless now. Okay, Sir John ewo Sir John Bosuso I say good morning, honorable. Upon all the vocal realms of MPP that we have the men, MPP has paralyzed the city against the dollar. NDC shall match Jane Mensah boot for boot if she tried to massage the 2024 elections. My deepest condolence to NDC Fantiakwa South Constituency Chairman Marco Kreko. He has lost his father. Okay, so Chairman Marco Kreko, Fantiakwa, NDC Chairman, and pay. You say, Washo Papa, Yamao, good morning. Yame Ntie. Prof, Mpacho, MPP internal issues. I'm so dear, Mamintio Kakra, when Nafe, Yamra, other issues.
All right, thank you, Ejakwati. Mamin chair a chef for any for my senior brother.
Kessben.
The almighty Mr. Kusibuafo. I'll start here. So I win him. I'm calling you now. I mean, say, Mr. Masteri Kakra, the new MPP National Executive Sam said, one of two Obama one. You could see that resolution to ensure, say, the law works, and then they also come out with pronouncement every now and then to correct. And let me even take advantage of this program and then commend the General Secretary, whom at the program on one to be make a statement be a
national Nasara coordinator footer.
A honor correcting. It tells you, say, there's that resolution to ensure, say, the right thing will always be done at the right time. It tells you that the national executives are bent on ensuring that they will use the law and the policies of the party to work. Now, I'm saying, Comodini no fapem pa ne die nanka AC anopei. Any statement yen papa Nanabi emeki concerning health work for Alan. The Jagwati na I mean before yen papa Kusibuafo so. Na say health work dia kan enya asembia o. Health work is not a problem. Now, it's also a fact, say, there was no pronouncement from the National Party executives. Individual, you know, or who's part of it. And that is what...
I'll say or remind you more about party directives issue that signed by the General Secretary against such activities.
Which activities? Say, eco health work.
Yeah,
in the name of an individual.
Purportedly, no, quite to say, you mean nomination, Tino. I say one candidate be almost in a political campaign.
Candidate.
There's no candidate. There's no candidates, and we don't even have aspirants yet. Nobody has declared his or her intention. Now, we share party politics. Power emerges from the people. Some people can identify you and say that I believe in the way you organize yourself, and for that matter, me pese ubeyesi ochina. And I pack also uncrophobia etara in the posters or say mempe oko why ni nyina and that is how it starts. That is how it starts. So if today some people are going on health work and label it as a particular health work for a particular maybe prospective candidate, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Look at the other side of it. Look at the other side, the benefit of it. Say, Nkrofo ebo MPP de uru echre Amansan Ntie in the course of this health work. It changes nothing. Indeed, the pronouncement
of the two party in the code of conduct.
You see, I don't know the particular conductor, some particular event we are violated. There's none.
Okay.
There's none. You see, we yes happen. You are trying to restrain people from coming out to say whatever they want to say.
Okay.
And in multi-party democracy, we yes happen. No, you're Hankrofo.
Okay.
So you see, I like the posture. Said no national executive should come out openly to support any candidate. I like that. And one said Obi to say eja wuntumi what way. I think the Ghanaians must get to know the man. So no on me for the BBNC Obeka just recently he made a pronouncement. It backfired. Okay, Osako Ebiema, it's incumbent on the party to call him because original chairman, original, and no, different from near King. And to make a clear mechanic say, when it comes to multi-party democracy, the people power will surely emerge from the people, and in their quest to ensure that power emerges, the national executive should rather guide them. They're not to make pronouncement preventing them for undertaking any activity or event. Now, let's come back to the MPP's breaking the 8th mantra. I also want to believe that some of this exercise is good for them.
Yeah.
Because it's creating awareness that they, you see, if you have a party that is incumbent, what I say, not say you want to break voter apathy, which is a major issue affecting incumbencies for retaining power.
Kessben.
And the people themselves are emerging out to participate actively in party activities. Why will you prevent them from doing that? For me, dear, it is part and parcel of multi-party democracy.
Okay.
They should even encourage more of that. They must encourage more of that. You see, currently, say, as expected. So that's it. They say members no out to whip up interest. It's good. Now let's come back to the reality.
Okay.
When it comes to, and I also like the way you started the conversation. Aka 2 major elections let me say MPP party,
Yes.
Aka one.
Members of Parliament and flag
Members
bearer.
of Parliament. Any day.
Flag bearer.
Flag bearership. If these 2 major events does not reap the interests of the people, then for MPP should forget about power. You see, competition is not just about who should win. Look, as national executives, they should even encourage competition for people to come out with divergent ideologies. This is how I want to build MPP, or this is how I want to develop Ghana through MPP. There must be competition that will bring out a conversation from the people who want to lead, and in the process, people's interest will be whipped, and it will activate their interest to come out and vote for their party.
Okay.
And that is one of the tools. Yet to me, it minimizes the likelihood of voter apathy. Now, about this issue of imposition of candidates on delegates. Look, I have public information.
MPP ye bi wo aswase omo ye bi wo adwira baby na supposedly orphan constituencies. By in the end enimguase na ba.
Thank you. Enya MPP nkwa. It has been I quite say BBBA say parties no when they have the power, then they think they can dictate to the people who give them the power.
Okay.
A national issue. NDC be akamu pay.
Okay.
Me kaipa NDC be akamu pay. Ewa bemu 2016. They went imposing people. Say we had the yen twaba. Had the they will do everything. Even if they want their own bylaws to work, they make sure that they whip people in line to go in for a particular person. Oh yes, I bet you defeat the purpose and the benefit of competition.
But some party be on the tradition. Me na me chairman. Enti me no minim de ema mo constituency for enti. Also me na me de empebra.
Debbie. You see, Akuoko Kwarteng. Do you know something?
Yes, sir, Prof.
Do you know something? You see,
Kessben.
The laws does not come out from the chairman the chairman is there, are you okay, to ensure that the party's laws, code of conduct must be adhered to and complied to the latter. And you no ni belief. What I say? So if the laws are such that let's open nomination for people to come and pick forms and then aspire, allow it. Do not frustrate people with several electoral registers, books. It be what different ones. You see, chairman, there any party there. Now, or say head office. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. If MPP want to break the 8, then let me tell those national executives that they should be mindful of some of this occurrence. I want to believe that what happened on the 16th of July 2022 at the Accra Sports Stadium was a protest vote.
Okay.
To change some people and make sure, say, the grassroots what they want should be done for them.
Okay.
They should be mindful of what happened. That's why they have been given the mandate.
Okay.
So they should give back power to the delegates.
Do you want interest crime and trim?
And
why do you show me?
Trim. You see, you have no option than to be independent.
I thought I was honey be abuao campaign to person we mom who say
Professor obi person
that one bacha kasa go back up no
oko constituency bi ndi ade no koye parliamentary candidate na onhia contest ya monu en demonstrate no onya ne Russell dazzling
That is it.
no ni nipen kasa o mo ene be compete no ntena dem kasa no mo drop o forms emedinachi no onko. That is the hallmark of a good person.
I shouldn't come from the party.
No. Nada me I just say be ma o manu mumu a ma de ma ura dem ma o mo. Enyere sa.
Okay.
What you say be ma bia o ye mumu a de ma ura de on ta huna wale.
We dey
Prof Bato for no see Prof Bato for no see na yamra economic issues.
We no mesre national executive say ye pomocho say omo pe de be see look they see 2020 no omo say be see they should allow and give back power to the delegates to select who they want, like the way they were selected on the 16th of July.
Yeah.
Now, it's very true. Because the competition activate interest from the people. And if you have the mandate, if you don't say do your own lobbying.
Yes.
Now me student politics na me call national nooks. Na me na nkrofo Jimmy D kama so Akuoko Kwarteng there. Ono there. Ade obewi ni. Na me fo am come on so. Na abranti madam for power. Osaso ye mi senior. Na da krimo wa imagine so o be contest me.
Yeah.
Na me hwe me external support. Na obi free me fie. Esa be contest me. And me senior we there me call friend come senior we me slow. Menim say we there I know what shit.
That is how it is.
Me slow there o there fa chebe. Menim pa say o there o contest me be den. Oh, me nya be o ye me nya kitwa nya hwe me nko biem. So nice and you let it end with the individuals.
Yes.
But it shouldn't be a party politics. I believe in Papa Ntie.
It shouldn't be system manipulation.
No. And when you do that, breaking the 8 can be so easy for the MPP. Even if it is not, it will also, reactivate the interest of the people. So there's a new regime that's saying that, look, we will not impose anybody on any constituency. And look, alone, when people lose, they may even come on board the national campaign to ensure, say, the agenda of and Mama Sam me bought MPP for Basso one thing. You see, it seems like all the entire MPP family is talking about breaking the 8. Nobody disagrees with it. Even in the midst of financial difficulties, you see an average MPP supporter saying that we must do everything to break the 8.
That's all.
And it tells you that there is an agenda by the MPP party to break the 8. And no. One major way Abasobodia Medema MPP4.
Okay.
Now, and also, of course, when I say there can be some level of continuity in the project, I say MPP4 episode 1 more year. And it's an advice to the national executive say, almost now. One no more uncle mistake be some time back.
Obano candidate be crab wow kakra maninka otrim.
Na ya no pretima obi a enkan team. Time and go be the chairman.
Enti madam Fubi. Enti madam Fubi member di na obeto ma Accra Sports Stadium. Na obizam say Akuoko Kwarteng went to Obekoye. Based on ensemble any send almost see a work coming no me de no na yam analysis nti me can clear ho say just kodua be wi ni John Boadu because of send ni padodo no si ball mo nsem no enti me de yam analysis say me share ensemble mo ball my team no a say this time around edru ne so as e kwa no kra still say kwa ko yes okay I was for Kessben 92.9 Kessben 93.3 Amansan Ntie Jumadie Mpedimfa Dwen. We are live on DSTV channel 364 and Go TV channel 173 Kessben 92.9 ewo Tiwa studio Eboama Nkramantem ne bebia motienka and Kessben 93.3 and Neboatin studio and also Asante Mantem Kumase ne bebia mutie bi and Kessben television on your digibox and satellite TV and Facebook on Kessben TV and YouTube on Kessben TV ne nyina no mutie Jumadie bi Mr. Bofu ma memra ho na no fish for assign a downgrade Ghana XNP edinkan ebai and a fitching so edi efre B- edi CC plus na chese ya bafom na eno na no a ye the former general secretary of the MPP our former press secretary to President Akuoko our aspire to become a flag bearer for MPP in the person of Kwabena Eje Japan. Only Mr. Speaker Kessben Machi Jumadie Mr. Pierre Kubi Ebon Kombo Bebre na issues of Bobo so no edoso but me summing up na metio kakra aso de din kan say obia ka say empa mo foriata na eno nkyere say obi peni dibre and obi peke no foriata dibre no na ohun no say current economic management team no adwuma nso ani omomom homoden edimampani mpom nsinchen na onye team fofora ebetumi aboa and now we no say he's wondering if certain appointees o mampanye Akuoko do amo adwuma no omo ya MPP former pa omo wo Ghana e wo makoma me na binum so ban ene wo mo ne ye no esika nko a na ohwa omo bepe bebo videos no bi amabotie but a whole lot of issues has to do with the downgrading aba any economy ne ba bi agina sese mpacho mamitio
yo ma menhwe economy no na mi nua Kwabena Japan
okay
why general secretary da and was also your press secretary to the president. All the two situations in England, you who you could see. Into another Maminya Nasem has to say,
okay, my video nikakra. Pese macho ya more video nikakra. Mone Mr. Speaker, Kessben Machi Jumadie Kwabena Eje Japan. But ye kakra.
I'm very confident that Mampeni TSD making. No, take certain steps. I know that revive the enthusiasm of our party base. Look, well, many places MPP Edoso say NDC for. I can tell if you count heads, Edoso say.
But the minimum by the letter we are 6 million each.
Not each.
Per day buy, you know.
No, near the gap 500,000. And so they say 30,000 they say the president 500,000 is a healthy lead. So but and just say complacent.
Okay.
So if we rally our base, no more kasa ye de ni die ebo e Kenya won. No more who say the grassroots are not fully detached, especially the youth of the country. We have to speak the language, inspire their confidence. We need leadership that inspires confidence in the youth for them to see, say, there's hope and that this country is worth dying for. My political doctrine is based on 3 S's: service, sacrifice, and selflessness. And if you are a politician and you don't have those character traits, don't go near it. Me consume President Kufuor for close to 6 years. Man, kase me ko increase in real estate. Me die am a team right now. I built it from my sweat as a civil engineer for my consulting practice, and I live there in East Legon. I'm totally against those things. That's my personal view, but I'm against those things. So them you go there to go and serve so juma. Yes, I feel now Debbie, most of my money I made was from my own practice.
Leadership then NPP here to be able to do this. As a party, leadership then I know some were interest. I know said Dr. Bawumia, the leader of the economic management team, the trade minister were interested, the Greek minister were interested. At this current state, part room, what sort of leadership?
That's what I've talked to you about. Decisive leadership, a leader that understands people, that cares for people, that loves people. Decisive and disciplined, tough, prepared to take the tough decisions. Because political administration, especially in a third world country like Ghana, a developing country, be tough. Into what for crying out, you say, oh yeah, DNA, you've got to take him out. No, the interest of the state is paramount, very important. So we need decisive leadership that can connect with the grassroots of the party. And the grassroots, they know. In any case, people have forgotten. One say Dr. Bawumia, and I'm senior to him in school, senior to him in politics. And nobody can say, how can you talk like that?
The feels of the dialogue boys, they say. Not as they say, party
foreign to Aba. Nobody knows who a darling boy would be.
Okay.
And more media for no. Now I'm person creating impression. Be said that
you're creating impression, but because I don't know, we have the conversations amongst the party people. And the party
has the party open nominations. Has Dr. Bawumia indicated that he will stand?
But how possible?
Has Alan Chemeti indicated that
they haven't? You yourself, what
I said, sir, fact, because we need to respect the regulations of our party. I'm saying, well, when the party allows for nominations to be filed, I will file. But most important, there was a caveat: we should respect the party.
But aren't you worried? Say, a whole party event. Now, yeah, decorate I'm surrounded just Dr. Bawumia. A very good example. More national conference at Mokoye was Sports Stadium.
Why do you want to reduce it to that?
No, I'm just citing examples.
No, we are not citing an example because you, the media, you are supposed to be neutral arbiters. That's why you are called the fourth estate of the realm. Inti asemba
yɛbɛpɛ economy part hɔ no na yɛde ama, but key issues are hɔ no sɛ ɔsɛ deɛ di nkan no, no one want to for real test job said your mampani kɔ kan ɔtamale sɛ ebinom pɛ adwuma nti ɛna wɔn sɛ yɛmnyɛ reshuffle no na mbom sɛ economy no yɛ a nkwan yɛ data no sɛ binom yɛn nyinaa na bɛka yɛn nti mampani finance form the Akufo that he knows as a relax na nneɛma nsɛm and say I wonder if Akufo those appointees are MPP members, because ebinom bɛpɛ sika ɔmo ni party no kora at and I can be Ghana for and bio or say the economic management team should hang their heads in shame, headed by Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Mr. Wa from Bachona or floor, Mamintio?
Yo, me da say. When we say there be di kan.
Kessben.
Same the way I'm in person me comment na focus on
the economy
itself and what is happening, because me be to say Bible Porsche bi wo hono mo a ho frɛ no lamentation so ni hono kan ya uhu niema bebre
Kessben.
Nti we are say na baby bi ese Bible mo lamentation mami.
Okay.
Baby say Bible mo lamentation. Bia obi say media me selfless.
Zabe microphone mama.
Metina me fie man kotina baby. But some people also sold their houses to build the party. Almost so. Obi no ofe from baby ano ewiram pa na no nam. No akosiki apiska no de abeboa party. Ebinom nso so abere wom. Hwan ne ba ebeka se juma me die ni. Hwan na ne ba beka. Obi no hwa na brabo mu nsem waka ne nyina wo wiase. Wan hwe yia ebeka se okura uduebo. What you say?
Okay.
O yire kura yenke abrabo mu nsem nyina nkyere no.
Okay.
Yesu kura nsem no to mre bi nipa bi kakra bi na no yi wo mkobo wo amane. Emma be ko bi ka say ze de wusi yenkrofo de ade wo mu ngu ana. Ana wo so wo mu ngu a efa mu ben. Party mu wo chocho mucho. What you say?
Okay.
To me di obetimi apre. But o pere a yenkokon obi ho asem say ebia shame on to why any MPP supporter why any true MPP why your friends sir why pa your friends sir what you say enne wo mo agidi so mo wo NDC afan kura no obi bebe betimi abeje MPP ideology no edi abemu na wo ye MPP ni Akuoko do so wo ye MPP ni ensu betimi akoje NDC nhyehyeye no ama ono so akọ it happens and there is evidence to that fact.
Okay. But I am economy.
Ya hwe economy said ye na emu sika no. Bitie ni kasa no ano. What happened globally happened to the entire world. Kwamina is not mentioning this. Until say bibi the COVID-19 abe wi ase dana. Ana Russia-Ukraine war abe wiase ana. Onkan hunu say historically yakọ IMF saa empredu nwotwini onim saa na each occasion bi abro so amfie mienu ne fa bia yekọ. Mfie miensa ne yasan akọ. Na implication no say. Enti Ghana economy even at this point in time, no, are transformed in such a way, say, a bit to me, I absorb shocks, even for the past 30 years. Now, even US itself, well, who dear SEUS, Nantoko SCCC, a mere bimune near mere cost, will be creating. What you say? Obi kure nya duane ni. Now the Ghana case, I compare other countries here. Is Ghana even not better than some countries across the globe? And the Ghana is so bad, they say. Akatu yakura yitimi trade my for Ghana. Nempo yitimi nya infrastructure. Anya hwe kura se na no uhu akwan bi ya yiye so amenom ne ade a enema bebre ya akoso ha. What be dey na say?
Yeah.
Eti enema ni bi wo ha ansa na pa na nipa beje wo ense bi a ye kan edi no. Gi se ofa na o ye no very objective analysis. No wahwe the quantum of GDP a COVID destroy no in the past 2 years. Did you tell you that 8 trillion of global GDP was destroyed by COVID? Okay, be bit nipa sana. Now, if the American of all its type, who inflation for the past 40 years, who be done. Britain also suffer the same fate. Germany no suffer the same fate. No more resort to printing of money. Yeah, friend, quantitative easing in trillions of dollars and the support to our economy. If America is that comfortable, would they print trillions of dollars to support their economy? na no omu ntimi kura nye taxes. So sometimes let us be frank and say it as it is. Enti Alan Kwadwo Martin Trade Ministry for the first time no what they compare previously time ben pan na ben biatimi revival the spirit of industry even in the Fourth Republic. So Alan must be changed. Time ben pan na energy sector etimi agina so even in the Fourth Republic pa agina so ye ami ehu at this COVID time. Ya man bebre asofa. So Matthew Opoku Prempeh should be changed. Minu aso ati ase. Enti sa niam we se mu nyina no yanhwe. Enti tamu MPP be so aban mu 2017 no. What was the state even of the banking sector? What was the state of second tier pension? Are we recounting all of them? Say 66 months, ni entry pension in Ghana here. Not long ago, there was 15% increase across board. Prof. Tobekai. And at the beginning of the year, there was a 7% increase, making it 22. Which country in the world at this time and what salaries by 22%? How many of them? And what your pension arrears? Now, even during how Abanisi handle COVID, you know, which country in the world don't was saying let me handle COVID the way Aban we handle no? Eti agenda 111. Akuoko unhunu bi si yeye. Unhunu bi. Well, even try when so. People are even asking for interchanges and good roads. Yes, I need Ebusa now.
In the midst of crisis.
In the midst of crisis. Are we not asking? What you are saying? And sometimes, some of the statements we make are crisis statements themselves. What you are saying? Statement you know you making no. Ye objective analysis and fine-tuning if the behavior of this government any the economic side no. Sani emaniema ye esi ewiase nyina to ba ha eni ho na esi di akamu asemmeka.
But Mr. Boff, argument in so say there are a lot of African countries. Woman so COVID DB AC ho, Ukraine, Russia way BC ho. But share Ghana, your outlook based on Fitch, S&P, downgrading any more mokana. You look as if say even within your West Africa hakrano, some countries are better off than Ghana.
Can we tell you more banking sector this crisis? They never had a banking crisis like this.
Kessben.
Enye Togo yonko ne Ghana. Enye Togo yonko ne Ghana in terms of infrastructure. Togo, nyane yonko ne Ghana. Nye Benin yonko ne Ghana. Are you citing Niger? Nyane yonko ne Ghana. Nye Mali yonko ne Ghana. Usha infrastructure and economic programs are egua kwamua. Now you can see railways even going on. Any idea. Enye Niger woni energy. Yonko ne Ghana in terms of energy. It all countries in Libya. We almost see Benin here. So do you believe Benin is better than Ghana? How many of them and they were free education? Say a year revolution. Say sabe nkrofo a entimi nhwema. Any entimi nhwema ye pia wo mu nyina kogu school mu. Te say dia Kwame Nkrumah titam Kwame Nkrumah di free education ba train northern regions no. Etina ya de bone. Here Becca say crisis. Even though ni rain no there's some crisis be by. But free education no kwa wo ye ninti. Amen krophobia memubo wo mu din etimi anya position wo mu sambre wo mu abani mu ebo braga na ha be ye ni petitro ninti ebi ye lawyers ebi abeye MPs ebi president ni nyina afamu abani ninti. No matter what happened financially, I will never blame Kwame Nkrumah there. Otherwise Kasambre ka the problem atre northern regions e dey maye no. Kesusin say.
Okay.
I'm an MPP kura benya vice president. Mienu e dey free ho.
Yes. So back to Ghana. Current economic situation. Ama hochiraba. People are calling say former President Mahama Kasa, General Secretary of NDC Akasa, former Chief of Staff Kojo Ompienia Kasa. Kasa. Economic team no president Enyan Sasaya kakra wom.
Let them give you alternative.
But people said they have the men.
And these are the men. If they have the Ebia Kwabena Japoka say Mimbum Metimia manage economy.
Kwabena Nkasa, Kwabena Modi.
So Amodi. Was I just see Obima?
One suggest, but officer also team ni bi ohwa.
Was I just see the Obeko energy?
Debi.
Other tumra unchilisi.
Kessben.
What you say?
Mr. Babu, it's not only Kwabena Japan talking. It's about former President Mahama, former Chief of Staff Kodom Piani, General Secretary of NDC John Sedun Ketia, National Chairman of Usampo for North Babiawoya, and also can the same thing. A lot of people.
These are people looking for power. They will never say any good thing. Even if it becomes good, national ID ever.
And
alliance
for full soldiers of MPP.
Who is an alliance of full soldiers?
Well, there's association.
Is there any structure in MPP called alliance of full soldiers?
My press conference, President.
I don't know anybody like that. There is no MPP structure called alliance of full soldiers. What is here? Many
Abantia na kasa.
What is alliance
for polling station chairman?
I don't care. Okay. Anybody can come from Tommy Kwabenya. No, they ask MPP at the no akoye press conference. No akase me na my alliance. And ya me kura me the alliance for entire world crisis, economic crisis. Me ne chairman. Eno so e. Na ma ye t-shirt ya hye. Enti ye musie ho. Sasa na ma we se nyina no enipa na ekeka no omo abodin no. Ura John Mama Penso ne de ekokosi say. We saw the situation now obi ka say oh na banking reforms in kana sika say betimi aye yi o na we mu di say aye wo ho wa hu no penso dey see here what dey say na call here what dey sign and na call here wo ho wa hu say na 6 months ye ntua second tier pension mo ye there for ho not those who are even asking for good roads na me busa no John Mama Penso na so am interchange na ho so am runabout na ni ho na afri wiase kro from there oforu krom there na ni ho baby wo kra no on sha ase e de na ni ho those who are asking the good roads etina na do ba ye ni yankopon boss ase no foforo e na wo bo nipa foforo e na wo mo kotena so e na wo hini bi betete e na fe wo mu look for roads ana a new garden of Eden that we need to create roads. For the past 30 years. When you are responsible, people ask a lot of things from you. When you are responsible, I will be able to. So I'm running about to not the whole no more will be a tremor no one carry. So I may no so honor to know be and carry Abusia Kurua or Tumfo nom, Nanina, Guana and Panya Rio, Atumako Angoma. Who to so because Busa and this for them moment. Nobody. A MPP by power or semepe. Oba wari be ma bonne pa no yakojini free o jawari no ko wari papa o se medichi bom. Mi kon do chi bom oda ho a no wo kan mi kon do chi bom. Ena you see mami toka mami ono so no nam fom o one mema be du ena anante obi anto ba sekre kura ma no o se toka mami o se sidan mami fami ko aburo chire me ko visit wo ka we so what you here enti da e o cafe yo me birthday. It is when you have good marriages that you celebrate your friend's birthday even with your husbands. Obi on wo wari awar born ya woni date kura wo no ya wo no ene ne manyina ni wure fi date no ne nanfofo de nyina ni wure fi na anu madam fu bi hire wa dress paint ka mu a wo kwa da wo mo ko madam fu bi a birthday na me say eh ene de aduru ho wo di ase because ene me ko yie wo ho wo di ase wa celebrate ni de awie atiasi ne namfo nso diem celebrate ma wo.
Okay, Mr. What do you make of Omo Ekase? The president Kase current economic situation no or confidence on the team the more. It means the president is losing touch with the grounds.
Or confidence. The one you have confidence. So onu name the enormity of the problem.
Okay.
And what did SEC ano? And Chira will say one, you might you poku prempe free ho. Would you musi ye dumso? The next person you will bring a better solve dumso.
But point in our finance ministry.
Then the next person you will bring na currency depreciation. And I said, what did buy ya was misro a dean winty ya the setepaba or setepenti major currency depreciation. I mean Ghana currency depreciation. For which drastic measures must be taken. One, Ghana a unofficial central bank for West African countries. It is always the West African countries in India. Bibriba. I was here flash out almost foreign currencies. I will be almost immediately. We need Ghana card there. Now we need purpose. And you can say we hold foreign currency. Foreign currency is meant for the central bank. Konya Kopeno. Colombia, Zimbabwe, Kiribati. You chose say Miami. You chose say foreign currency kurawa illegal. And you go to court. You can't hold dollar. You can't get transaction. You can't kura. Obiya nsesa. Until right from now, action must be taken.
Okay.
And abasa, and then crofobin so ye unofficial transfers ya emfa records so. Contribute import to bibi ba. Baby, I would give foreign currency ni free ya no. Every central bank honey ade no. What they attach it with documents. And son of what me are clear goods, no. And this must also be done in Ghana.
Okay.
What you say? Enti eba sa no e de panic you know ya manfo who say oh ya say. Na no me hwe ye no. One who cast bebre sisi road size no.
Okay.
Ya nkrofo import abobom tonton cars no. It is your foreign reserve tied in those cars. That man for Russia make it panic purchases. What you see?
This argument,
yes.
But and then almost essentially ke on bag na. Amo talk us or kwa honye nne no.
Na Ghana sika na ye da. Enti na da bia o man no enye yie no.
And why is getting to who the compare cars you ma talk kwa ho almost essentially ke alaba ne.
Now when the number of cars ya ba fleet go to the airport and see.
Black market you ma wo ho.
What you see?
So baby I can question say no can we say no kwa na masika ne say.
And also can action ni bia o see take.
Okay.
Ni ya build the gold reserve. Said na me catch say ya build the gold reserve. We did this week. That has been done. What you say? Yeah, and also so ebe kan who be. The next thing no say industrial revolution no aye no. A lot of food aba. Ya mokra mu hu bie se ntosi we nu nyina bo aye. And honestly, Ghana for was say you redefine your honey who say yes ye di. Some countries you can't import even chicken. You can't even import rice. I just a local one no and a mubedie. Enti na mani abre wa Greek won say ye moye hu modern. Ghana ni tisika was be koto na ntwie afuru. Ani ne sabe ne nso no. What you say? Aba kwose sampreko nan. Ede nchina befa ho awe. What you say? Na furu. Obi kura na ntwie tachirema. No akopeja, no ate dollars, no akwa aba. Na ntwie yan etesey. Enkokọ yan etesey. Enti agric ministry no. Na no omka so ombeyan enkokọ. Ehọ na o mention say akosi say of course na no me hu farming implements agric ministry di aba. Ene ayi a ye de be ye food den.
Okay.
Enti problem no e ba ye no. Ewo wiase ne ade no. Ghana problem ya e was here resolve no. And yes, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you be here a long-term vision. Na abotra ebi ninti. Hey, na no bi akaka na NDC be NDC be yeden. Okay, NDC MPP nye Akuoko. Suggest to me when I am Farmera power and I will support you. Suggest to me who should be voted into power in 2024. So see MPP nye. And of course, some country me say NDC nye. When I am Farmera. When I am Farmera. This is a question I'm posing.
Well, Mr. Thomas Kuzubuafo, CEO Public Sector Reform, and Motini Kano. Some of your messages, few ones, na maba prof na yatwaso. It is not the election that will send the MPP into opposition. They will push themselves into opposition by their own actions. What an indiscipline is this? Have they forgotten what former President Kufuor said about being in power and being in opposition? Apieje Eosunyane, or say bring Dr. Esibe Yabua for the finance ministry. Okay, bring him to the finance ministry. He will fit and do the job. Okay, so he is giving suggestions. All right. Apieje Eosunyane, or say for Dr. Esibe Yabua, Emra Finance Ministry. So the MPP man can't even see anything wrong with this government. Hey, Mr. Abuafo, is that so? His government gave us condition that e-levy or IMF, so ask him, are they going to scrap the e-levy now that we are moving to IMF? But the finance ministry are kind of clear, say, enya dia ombetra e-levy nim enti eno. Honorable, good morning. Please tell Mr. Kusibuafo that they can't break the 8 whilst cost of living is too high. So president should change his hands. Even to be recruited in DES, you have to pay for the diploma and for the degree. So how possible? Honorable, please tell Mr. Kuzibu have to remember the analysis he made during President Mahama time. I didn't believe that MPP will go to IMF. Until we have the men, no, and no NDA. Bra, Okwan, okay. I'm watching you live from Asin, Jerusalem. Mr. Buafo, may God be with you, okay? I like the community, but I'll say Asin, Jerusalem. Enti Jerusalem for no pay metiamo nyina Ghana so ye Jerusalem wa hapa enti etiamo health work. I wish Mr. Lantramatin should not come and resign after he has lost as he done in 2000, warning Chief Alan Eastern region Babari and Odiwe Ebaye. PK, watching you live from Edujamos Kessben. Amansan Ntie is the best show among the rest. I'm enjoying the analysis. Good morning, Akuoko. Mr. Kusibuafo seems to know a lot on economic issues, but he's doing nothing to help the party and the government. Always talking on radio. Why don't they make him the finance minister? Because I know he can work better than Kenneth Furiata. Alexander Eobechim and Ode Eba. And Sadesi Mienu Naba, President Utia, Dr. Markesibe Yabua, and Thomas Kusibuafo, economic management team, no, for 4 years election, and my president. Tita Constitution Yamwa say, oh, what Alan Kojotre Martin fans are doing is not good. So can they listen to simple instruction from the national executives? Those pressuring the president to do reshuffle should think twice. Do you think with this hang parliament, NDC will join the majority to approve nominees easily? Honorable Mavis in Kansan Bodu and Chairman Coker, special greetings to you. And also actually judge na so president ya reshuffle no na finance ministry ho ya fa nipa from Koneko parliament ya and also by asem capital so menshia patriotic voices. Also good morning Honorable Akuoko, and special greetings to Mr. Kusibuafo. In fact, his presentation was so fantastic. Breaking the 8 is not so easy and simple, so MPP have to be united, okay? Honorable Akuoko, good morning. Please ask Mr. Kusibuafo, when are they going to pay the NAPCO trainees? Okay. Maybe Sanamao. Lord say to two so this MPP people on this health work are preparing MPP for opposition. That kind of attitude should stop the part in the party now. Okay, that's your opinion. Anyway, thanks for listening to us. I'll say teacher Kujo Tepanyina so most Ghanaians fall for the political propaganda instead of reading and following the current global crisis and make their fair analysis. And this is not an option. Ghanaians will never jump from frying pan to fire. The worst performance of MPP is better than better performance in NDC. Now MPP are in power, but they can't perform anything better for this country. Samson El Kwabenya and our Osha and ordinary dear about say health worker which Mr. Lantimati should not come. Okay. Message you am say my kind of that. So let me move on to WhatsApp bear 5 minutes. Be number bar prof ho. Announcement from is it what a last buster ice okay. Nebehi all right. Ultimate from Nebehi. Also, I'm surprised this morning. Mr. Kusibuafo said before 2016 was because he wanted power. He's now speaking different. I have listened to him on the tech. Hey, Mr. Buafo, what surprised him on the pay? Okay. Lamte Ken Rashid, Temagov City, also it seems Mr. Kwabena, it seems like Kwabena Japan is speaking with pains. How do you blame Dr. Baumia for this global crisis? Kwabena Japan is speaking in pain. That is why he's blaming Dr. Baumia for the global crisis. Okay. Ononso de day aba enono. Oliver Edibi Abba Akuoko, good morning. The National Executive of MPP must not restrain party faithfuls to showcase their party as confidence will be coming back to the party. Oliver, watching you live from Abripo Kumase. Oliver Nopei Yedase, thanks for watching. Keep watching Kessben TV and listening to Kessben FM. Mr. Thomas Kusibua for we the youth in Kumasi are watching him. He was lambasting NDC when he was they were in position. But look at him now when they are in power. Good morning, Honorable Akuoko. I'm enjoying the program and it's a good show. Keep the good work up. Okay, thank you very much. MPP should concentrate on fixing the collapsed economy rather than who should be the next flag bearer or president. Ghana does not need that now. Odro Sikwatin, Elvis, Elbonyure, and Ode we buy. I'll say noble delegates should vote for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia in order to send a signal to NDC that okay, ETC Frederick Asante Boama Denver, Colorado, US of A. Frederick Boama, Colorado, US of A. And what they are back. Denver, Boama, I'm so message in clear. Do it beside your baby. As a production should change the caption alarm group and write something different. And I won't say, for Bediako, okay. And I'm saying, the old message now, yeah, that's it. Same, also good morning. I honestly believe that Nabi is being hypocritical about a drone so health work. He was, and he is still a national officer, 150 regional chairman, including Untumi, Napo, and others. Futa all declared their support for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. What did he say? We don't blame him and his lies. We know their tactics and we are ready for them. The party is for the grassroots, not for the national executives. Omo former candidate in Imra. Yebekshiro said yeah, John Boduno. Okay. Party for Samira China Shanko Ewa Kaswa saying this is always interested in doing needless propaganda against the Electoral Commission. Jemensa is the chairperson. So what? Is he waiting? Final one, my bus studio bio. Mr. Kusibuafo, tell him we are watching him. Ransford Poku Ewa Surumanso. Bacho Yadase. How can MPP break the 8 with this economic hardship? Akuoko Kwarteng say Momu no Omo. Now Omo answer. Why are people blaming government for the problems that world powers are even finding difficult to fix? Ghana for pa Monko Sri Lanka, any Sierra Leone, and Roma demonstration. I'm a nipa crab 20. So it's not the fault of Nanado. Area singing how. When the monkey is not satisfied with the cry of piglet, it's meaningless. That is politician mindset. Okay, say Frimpong. Ubedie, Echimi Babaka, no my Beijing Chemo. Prof. Pacho, economy, Sama Kwabena Japan, the two and matters are rising. Pacho, I mean, Kakra.
All right, Medasmina Ejakwati. Let me say, last week, SNP ni feature a downgraded Ghana.
Yes. SNP by first and within the week, feature. So
it's no news. It's no news. I mean, obeying what we are going through as a country. Let me say, in your name say, Sancrophone, no more Crawford, one no more assess it with debt portfolio. And whenever they have any indication, say, and you be with debt, you are incapable. There's the likelihood of not meeting the timeline, and the influence one no more grading. Now, Obianim Ghana says it's what the situation we find ourselves as a Ghanaian, I mean, as Ghana's economy, you know, it say even at the end of the first quarter, you know, the revenues we generated as a country could not really pay for some mandatory, you know, financial obligations. To say can't even interest on your existing loans now. Oshe say about say you be to an average of 10 billion every quarter year, and I said like every the period you have to pay that sikano. As soon as a bed in pass sikana you're generating a bit me for it. It's quite difficult. And the media downgrade for the money but the issue has to do with how fragile your economy is when it comes to crisis, and only a major problem. Ghana, say, and the America, Eja Kusibwa for MPP, and Papa, General Mosquito NDC. These two parties, they are yet to find the antidote to address some basic and fundamental economic crisis or economic indicators.
From but I also tell Mike and can
na make us say
yes, yes, but I clear name.
Okay. So now make us say Eja Kusibwa for MPP party no. Any General Mosquito NDC party no. They are yet to address a fundamental economic problem. I bet tackle the issue of an economy that will resist any crisis for a long time. Well, the difference between the Ghana's economy and the U.S. economy is that the U.S. economy, in the midst of crisis, can withstand the shock for a while, for more than us.
Okay.
Yeah,
Kessben.
We are yet to find an antidote to that. And Papa Kusibwati be crowded.
Kusibwafu.
And no. Me, normally say yes, our presidential debate here, me for policy, FDI, foreign direct investment policy. And no, because and they compare the francophone countries they have a more stable financial, stability system with Paris. And a ban a trading sema, one are able to withstand the shock. And some of them say some of these francophone countries they have taken some, they've been able to make sure say some policies be ever affected on the currency issues. They restrict people from doing anything against it. Debbie. And see, at any given point in time, the safer is a bit stable. And one economy pool, Togo, Ivory Coast, all the francophone countries, West Africa, so that is why when you are doing comparison, I mean, one no more because almost structure is different. A change, Ghana there.
Okay.
And you probably was Ghana pan any currency management, which leads to what we call the foreign direct investment policies are buying beer ebeba. Now these two parties have not come out clear on that. What you stable. Now, Obi said, what is the problem? So the problem is not just about the government alone, but we will always blame the government for not insisting and ensure having the political will to ensure that their very policies are one formulating can work. They don't. And they always allow the players in the industry to prevail. Critical example. Ghana and Penyefo at Nancy who say importation of some products and Ghana. You say you importing palm oil.
Yeah. Me awepa.
Ghana.
Inimpa.
And then Ghana factories tiles. Yeah, that's imported tiles. You know that? Yes, imbalances in the trade policies. Any the economic way part to say, wait here in the next 2-3 years, yeah, importing BM. Let's go through the crisis and solve it ourselves. And then Nigeria is solving the rice furniture manufacturing crisis.
Yeah.
The amount of billions in Nigeria importing rice BM. As what say it's just a matter of time that they are estimating that in the next 5 years, they are going to feed West Africa with rice. Otu Jimina, yes, peno. Nigeria, a perfume rice, because of a political and economic.
Sir, Papa, no, that come host no studio. He's my friend.
Thank you.
Or your former DC, or call your penny for Ghana, me best me bobieti. Say, or this policy, our person deeper. And unishia, na unini dinko ma home. Or see, omo yan kwanebra, omo mwano, until you back to Nigeria, or Nigeria, and oko home Buhari num, and omo man that opportunity. Or your former DC, Ghana. I think say I seen her baby near there. And they onona ama Nigeria I produce a lot of but or Ghana ni eba but a higher financial.
Thank you. Oh yeah, sometimes no so you can the political dynamics in Nigeria is different from Ghana.
Okay.
Mami Kanchiro. Ghana, the average Ghanaian is democratically inclined. And yes, the way I define democracy, Kebi Namin Kebi. So what I say, and to be honest, that's what democracy is not about. Kebi Namin Kebi. A governance system. And also assure say sometimes no Kebi Namin Kebi enye juma. Ebi wodo man. It is by compulsion say wasa wo ye. But Ghana for doing say nipa timi tena na I don't want to transgress, but sometimes you have to use some classical examples. So nipa timi tena say ade be boa o man no. You hear some so-called elite say ehun hia say Ghana card it will capture everything. It will before Ghana card eja kusibuati.
Okay, but the prof just say your friend Abraham Juma Odum, a former deputy vice chairperson of Parliament Agriculture Committee.
Yeah.
Na or your former DC ewo Chifuati Mokwa district. Oh no. But to us.
Okay. Na enkrofo say ebi etimi ka openly say Ghana card no. Like enye. And then some of the timelines I will say, look, Abaya Boka, Emma call round down, so be a Ghana card. There's still, the work in progress. Yama timelines are, Nanka, let's tell the people, say, go and do it. So there's no motivation for doing the right thing. That's the mindset I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Edu baby, I will say, you can't create them for. Say, you have to be conscious of what you are saying. Now, Mami Samba, back to where I was.
Yeah.
This downgrading is happening because of the strength of the CD against the dollar.
Okay.
Nebuana.
Yes.
CD has depreciated in January till date over 30%.
Kessben.
Swehun. And he said, Yanji Bosia from January to Nepwa. I can't add in Nebekosro because our debt is valued in dollar terms.
Some of them are dollar
denominated. Just say the enye shekura pe ene the edge wa Ghana. But I'm on it debt edge nyina no because your city depreciate it will increase even if you don't go enye debt maybe MPP pegi you. Debt na eja mahama edge ye. Debt na yen papa kofo bene so yen nyantu enwie ye.
Okay.
Debt na yen papa atame se edge gu ho no. Once the currency is not stable against the dollar, these are the dynamics. I will say our political parties must come together and solve. I don't know, will require that we must have in America a stable African financial architecture. I favor when you can approve because any possible. Now I don't know. This advice goes to the West African countries. I'm Anglophones. Francophones, they have solved that bit of it. The Anglophones must come out to the foreign, common currency.
Okay.
To salvage the situation.
But now
that's the Anglophones.
AFCTC for I'm told say 5 countries agree say customs arrangement and trade among themselves.
With one currency.
For now, currency, but trading and never started.
Once they do it, let me tell you, it's defeated from the word go because they will continue with the dollar denominations.
Okay.
And it will affect them. None of them can win. But if you have 5 countries coming together, now say one no more air trading with one currency.
Mauritius, Egypt, Ghana, and two others. Yes.
It is more beneficial when it's about West Africa.
Yeah.
Like Nigeria. any Ghana did the same currency. Now we trade among ourselves. The Anglo, because as for Franco, from day one, they won't come. They are okay with Paris. Now, and no a major issue.
Robert, 30 seconds. For
main can't go Japan once. With the mestre pa, go Japan. Mitie ni pa.
Yeah.
With the mestre.
Okasai pa.
Na metiasie on a party for kasa, because our ambition to contest. Now when sometimes no, you advise party activists. Possible, and make it look like your government is not doing well because you want power. Yes, sir. Sheni na say okase yenyi the entire economic activists and as a managers now, and then I'll patch there. Share. For me, I listen to the president as well with respect to the reshuffle. Agric minister, I want to look at his performance as to whether or look, when it comes to agriculture, I'm talking about availability of food. The price of it.
Just 30 seconds to wrap up the show.
Thank you. Then the next issue also has to do with the fact that you have some sector ministers
Okay.
You cannot just say just like that. But the final one is Mesre. President KBB last year said the minister Bia and said the microphone who contest here resign.
Okay.
Mesre say papa la say oh yeah resign in ako.
Okay.
Ejaba me person resign in ako. Because sometimes you know it affects their performance in their work.
Okay. Professor Kwaku Mensah Mauto, Prof, we are grateful for your time. And
you're welcome.
Yeah, that's it. Mr. Wavo, 30 seconds. I'm into the auditor talk.
Yeah. Ghana ni bia inyani da so se ebeye ye. Na nyo se IMF no yenko hoda yako. Na a lot more enso begina ye ne ya enso ya bra boso. Eni se de esi hihye ne ma fa. Ade bi wo ho a ye fa ne kese dodo. Ebruso. The type of the lifestyle you pay you live no. Ebi kura chen emrofo no kura ade. Ene cars you pay use. En koma Ghana for die no. Omo for omo compare Togo for any Benin for. They are far better than them. Okay, I say.
Okay.
Yes, enti e dan your person otenemu or you far better.
Okay.
Phone your person use or you far better.
Okay.
What I say. On hwe sa ne no. The best school awanya work or you far better.
Okay.
Even Rose any ade aduane obenya or you far better. Ebikura say aduane no kura no wompe. Was me mpe banchi apesie. Wo ko country bi so a banchi apesie enu omudi. Me mpe bayire. Wo ko country bi so ope bayire no. Ebrompo ye musa lie e wo country bi en wo akọ.
Okay.
Wakonya buro.
Okay.
Aya kampichi bi edi. So, eti Ghana no na ya na
ye lifestyle.
Ye lifestyle no ye. Na politicians no ni ye hwe ani enso so ye hwe de.
Bedasipa. We are grateful for your time. Yeah, that's it. Mami.